Let's get ready for another round of fantasy penny stock football. And look at that. Go, touchdown! Woo! If you don't know what fantasy penny stock football is, it is a fun way in order to keep track of your biggest winners and your biggest losers. Before we get into the meat of potatoes of this video, I definitely want to take a break and say shout out to my uncle. He is one of the top 3 that is going to be featured in the Super Bowl. That is a small little human being in the background. That's my daughter. Say hello. He has a shot to be on the big screen come Super Bowl time and with the barbershop. Check it out. Go to DoritosCrash.com and then hit vote. Put your email in and your vote will be submitted. Now, when this video comes out, it'll only be 8 days, so you can vote every single day. Now, there's 2 other ones. Nobody cares. It's going to be this main one over here. Shout out to my uncle and eat some Doritos. In the meantime, let's head on back to the main video. ¿Qué pasa, familia de dinero? I'm your host, Hatcher, truck driver on the detour towards wealth, and I hope that you join us on the journey. And I want to say a huge shout out to everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. We're on that journey to 1,000 subscribers before January 31st. I hope we can make it. Let's get that round of applause going, baby. And if you're new to the channel, I ask nothing from you, not to like, not to comment, not to subscribe, rather sit back and enjoy. We do education and entertainment all in one here. So without further ado, let's roll that intro.
Girl, I've been watching from space. I don't wanna be alone anymore.
This is going to be a brief overview of what fantasy penny stock football is. If you want to participate, head on over to the Patreon. You gain access also to the Discord and much more on the level 1. So you have 5 positions in total. Your bottom receiver, so this is going to be your top, and then this is going to be your bottom over here where RR is, are your receivers. They have to move forward in the week for your predictions. In the middle is going to be your running back. That's typically where you make short moves. So you see that kit was $3.18. I said, hey, it might move up to $3.35. PRZO is going to be in the tight end position. It can go forward or backwards. And then you have HOLO, which is your quarterback, typically the person that's going to hold it down. They can also go forward or backwards. Now, with the explanation out of the way, let's go to the main event. Last week, PRZO was $2.10, and I said it can have a possibility of going up to $2.30 or down to $1.99. And I don't know why I did this, but it finished at $1.99, or excuse me, $2. So it didn't go to $1.99 and went to $2, just a cent up. Like, so that is gonna be a boo.
Oh, you stink!
I know. Okay, so we got a boo you stink on that one. That kind of sucks. But when it comes down to news, we have PATA Zero receives Israel Ministry of Defense approval for its HOLO precision airdrop system for drones. So that is a very interesting, very positive movement. We haven't heard some news from the company, so we finally got some news. Hopefully we get some movement on this upcoming week. Richtech Robotics is going to be next, so that's going to be RR in our bottom receiving position. It was $2.69 last week, and I said it has a possibility to go up to $3.01. And boy, did Richtech Robotics come out. And daughter, don't you have to just scream? Just say it, scream! Okay! All right, that was very less enthusiastic, but we're going to go ahead and do a touchdown on that one, baby. Woo! Next, we're going to have HOLO, and it was $2.27 last week, and unfortunately, it has fallen all the way down to $1.70. And I said that, hey, it has a possibility of going up to $2.63 or going down to $1.99. And because it surpassed $1.99, it is technically a touchback, but it is a touchdown because I predicted it. All right, so we only have 1 miss. Other than that, we have 2 hits. And then when it comes down to the next player, it's going to be Kit, Nauticus Robotics, and it was actually $3.18, and I put it in a bullish movement. Unfortunately, it has fallen down significantly, down to the $2.27 level, and that is going to be a...
Oh, you stink!
Yep, very much unfortunate in that situation. So with all the predictions out the way, and then also we have how Nauticus Robotics crashed 28%. Is a debt to equity concern? So, you know, we're going to go over this possibly in a video. I really haven't talked about Nauticus Robotics as much comparable to the other ones. But let's go ahead and do my predictions for this upcoming week. So we're going to start things in order, and then I'll show you guys my great addition that unfortunately has fallen down from some of its highs, but I believe it could pick itself up. But we're going to start with PRZO. That's going to be Pod Zero Technologies, and it has some bullish news, but unfortunately it's been in a limbo. And my only concern is its graph. If you look at the 5-day, it's done a sudden pop. It's fallen from some of the high dollar range. If we do the 1 month, it is still up significantly, but it's what I like to call a flat line chart, where it needs a substantial amount of kind of a upward boost for it to keep going up. It does have a little bit of a bullish uptick from some of its higher dollar levels. So when it comes down to it, I think that I'm going to put Pod Zero in a potentially I'm going to put it in a, with the good news, Pod Zero Technologies, and then we'll put it in the bottom receiving position. I don't want to put it in a substantial top receiving position, so let's go ahead and put that right here. Okay, it just doesn't want to do it. I love it. I love it when it doesn't want to do it. PRZO, and the current price is going to be $2. What I'm looking at is not the top number, the bottom one. So $2 is going to be that, and we're going to go ahead and make it, if it moves to the upside, which it has to be, that's again, as I explained, the bottom two receiving positions, or the top and bottom, have to go up. And my prediction is if it goes up, it'll go up to, let's see, we'll make the blue. And you know what, let's make this a different kind of, like a lighter blue. I don't know why I haven't added that to it, but we're gonna add that, a lighter blue. We're gonna go ahead and make it, oh, that's a horrible color. Hold on, let's make it like a yellow. All right, we're gonna make it into a bright orange, and we'll make it this color. And my prediction is if it moves up, if I look at the 5-day, let's see its common movement. There was a big catalyst that caused it to go up on the 17th, which was that bullish news, I believe, that we went over. But do I see it continuously going up? It's been flatlining. Shoot, I might have made a mistake, but I can't move it. So I say if we move up, we can move up to about $2. And let's do the 1 month. Let me see how much room we got. I said we could get to the $2.50 level. That's if, I mean, we have a big catalyst, which is going to be President-elect Trump coming into office. So next is going to be Richtech Robotics. We're going to go ahead and write this down. And Richtech Robotics is actually going to be in my running back position, surprisingly. I know. I love Richtech as a robotics company. I love what they do. I love the communication that they have with their investors. And so I'm going to actually put it in my running back position. This is, again, one that has to go forward. Concurrently, the price is actually $3.11. And I say that we actually meet the, let me look at the 1 month. That's where you kind of look at the graph. It's falling down to the $3 level. Highest has been $4.40. So I say $3.25 for a short movement. Go ahead and get that orange, baby, and make that $3. Let's get the highlight with the higher orange. There we go. $3.25 movement. So that's where I predict Richtech to go. We have ARBE Robotics is the addition to the team. On the 5-day, it's fallen 24%. It's been on a downward turn, unfortunately. 1 month is still up 61%, so it has some room to go on the downside. 6 months is going to be up still 20% year to date. Excuse me, 1 year. I have to forget that we're in January. 47%. So we saw that bullish run back in December, early January, and it's been on a downward spiral. Hopefully we can see another pop, and then if so, we'll go way surpass the $3 level, hitting $4. But it does the typical thing where it falls down. When I look at the top receiving position for this, and I have to be very strategic. I'm gonna put it in a receiving position because the other two that we have on the docket is just not performing as well. We move that back to the original color here, which is yellow. So let's go ahead and do that. That's gonna be ARBE, and price is concurrently $2. Ooh, snap! What was that? $2.82 after hours. So to keep it frank with you guys, I mean, it moved up 2% after hours, but unfortunately it did fall quite a bit. So that's my only issue with this. And top receiver is the one that's going to be moving the most. ARBE has been doing substantial amount of work, but of course I think like I should have probably switched RR for ARBE right here in that position, but it is what it is. If it does move up, I say it moves up to, if we look at the $82, $2, I said we can reclimb to the $3, but it has to be a big mover. What can it hit? What can it hit? I say we hit the $3.10 area. That's what I'm saying. See, and the reason how I read it is, and this will be on the Patreon. I'm gonna upload a video how I find stocks and everything. That's on level 2, and then I'll explain how I see the median of the stock and where I decipher the average of where it might fall to. But $3, because I call it out when I used to. I'll still do the market radar report on Discord, but when I do that, I kind of called it. And man, Tesla, I hit it like almost every time. I don't know, like I know how I do it, but it's kind of crazy how I do it. But what did I say? The $3.10 area. Yeah, $3.10. If I say 15, but I'm gonna go with $3.10 just over analyzing it again. So we have ARBE in the top receiving position, leaving 2 positions over. It's a new addition. MicroCloud Hologram, this one will always be on the team because it has been the biggest failure. We've seen it pop, but for some reason, like this amount of volume pushed it to the $6 level. But other than that, even the quantum news has not really pushed it anywhere. Let me know what you guys think about when it comes down to MicroCloud Hologram. I know some people are like, oh, you're gonna regret. Yeah, and I bought the dip once again, just to let anybody that's just come here for that. But let's go ahead and do this real quick. So we have the ticker symbol HOLO. Current price is gonna be $1.71, and so price action for that to go up is gonna be, and again, this is going to be my tight end, so it can be, and surprisingly, I put it as a tight end. I meant to put it as my quarterback, but it is what it is. Tight end, if it moves up, let's go ahead and do $1.71. Let's see, it fell from the $2 for this week. Let me analyze a week. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. Let me. There's a potential to go up to $2 and they'll fall. Doesn't really have a 2-minute. I would say $1.90. $1.90 is where I would see it if it goes up. All right, $1.90. Oh man, I have a measuring tape over here. I don't know why. How do you get rid of that thing? Did I get rid of it? No, I didn't. Oh, okay, I got it. All right. So let's go ahead and do the red line. If I see it to go down, I could definitely see it go down to $1.50 just off the top of my head. If we look at the 1 month, $1.3444, set at the $2 and rose up. But it was, yeah, I could definitely see it at $1.50 falling below that. If we want to get nasty with Holo, I mean, because it's been on a downturn. It could definitely do a little bit of a reversal. If we do the, let's see, last one, which is going to be the quarterback, that is Kit. And let me go ahead and be honest with Kit. It has about 2 weeks for me, and we're getting close to that time. But unfortunately, it's kind of been flatlining and going on a downward turn. If we just look at the day, it's been kind of flatlining as well. Not really any kind of bullish news when it comes down to Kit Robotics. But we're gonna put this in my quarterback position. Typically this is the one that's been not doing the best, and that would be Holo, but I got a little bit too carried away. Concurrently, price for that is going to be $2 $2.27 aftermarket, and now went up 0.44%. If it were to be bullish, we're gonna go ahead and put it up to $2.54, I think is what I see. Oh no, I was wrong. Hold on, I was wrong. I don't know, some of them says 54 cents. If we look at this, let's go ahead and do it at the $2.40. I think that's where it makes sense to me. We're gonna redo that line. Oop. We're gonna redo that line. $2.40. Okay, so we're gonna put that right here. Ooh, what color am I doing right here? Come on now. It's like it looks the same to me. Yeah, it does. $2.40 is where it makes sense to me. If it were to go up. If it were to go up. 5 days went down quite a bit. So yeah, I see that going $2.40. If we want to be bullish, if we want to be negative here, we'll definitely say it could go down to $2.10 level. Man, that was a fat line right there. If it goes down, we'll keep it red still. $2 and let me double check because I really do want to get it good. $2.10 level. Okay, so that's going to be our kind of predictions for the week, and obviously if we see some of our players decrease, I have stop losses and whatnot in order to catch it and take profit, since we've been kind of tracking some of these from lower levels. But let's go over the whole entire thing. Let's go over all of our positions. We have in the top receiving position, this is the big dog, ARBE, $2.82, finishing at $3.10. RR is going to be $3.11. And oh, look at this, my daughter gave me a Play-Doh cookie. Let me do the big scene. She gave me a star cookie. Appreciate that. And then what is this? Pie cram. Okay.
Actually, it's a pie cranberry.
Pie cranberry. And then what's this?
That's a milkshake. That orange juice with a cream.
Is there milk in here?
No, it's your
Okay.
favorite thing, orange juice.
Oh, thank you. All right, let's get back to the main event. So we went over ARBE. We have RR, which is going to be $3.11, and it has a possibility of going up to $3.25 for the week. PRZO, $2, finishing at $2.50. You have Kit in the quarterback position, has a chance to go up to $2.40 or down to $2.10. Holo in the tight end, which is going to go up to 90 cents or down below $1.50. All right, with all that being said, let's go ahead and finish out this video. Thank you, Familia de Dinero, for watching to this point. Let me know, did you like the milkshake that she gave me here with my favorite in here? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And all right, with that being said, thank you so much, Familia de Dinero. Let me know your guys' prediction, each one, for if you hold any of them, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace. Oh, okay. There you go.
Peace.
All right, she said peace as well.
Peace.
All right.